So a couple seconds left till the start of Conviction versus Crimson Rage. This is going to be a race to 2 game coming up here. My name is Griffin Spanner.
And this is Bullseye. When we're talking about Conviction and Crimson Rage, Conviction is actually, every single one of them is law enforcement. Some
Really?
Of them are sheriff.
Wow.
Two of their guys are CERT and SWAT. Most of them are probation.
10 seconds.
Oh, well, shout out to them.
And then, of course, Crimson Rage, they're from San Jose.
Okay.
Some of their guys have been playing since 2001.
Oh, coming out from the Bay. All right.
This is going to be a local grudge match.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Battle of the Bay Area. So it looks like Crimson getting way more aggressive, sending a body all the way out into the 40 Dorito there. Looks like he made it in clean as well, as a couple more bodies fill out to that side. Looks like Conviction lost 2 bodies, one coming up from the middle and one on the Dorito side of the field here, as they're just going to try to do the best they can to lock things off. As it looks like the home center right now, he's just drilling that bunker on the Dorito side, trying to keep him honest, because if he gets any further up in those Doritos, he's going to make some serious trouble for those guys.
And Crimson Rage, and even though some of their core members started in 2001, most of them just started last year. So this is a fairly new team. They're rebuilding they're keeping the old name, but keeping it alive and bringing it in.
Well, there's a little bit of chatter on that side, so they're still kind of getting their legs under them. But I don't see any body language on any of the sides that would make me indicate that they want to move. Looks like everybody's kind of just happy
shooting
where they are, just shooting that paint, making us more money, which is fantastic.
I love that part.
All right, so it looks like Crimson did win the gun battle with his mirror up there, which freed up his player to move into the up into the center of the snake here. So he's going to look over and try to get a shot in on the Dorito side corner. And if he comes around the outside, he should be able to, because the only other body left alive is back at center, and he's having to focus on the player on the Dorito side there.
And looks like the snake did
that
clip
shot
him.
He was looking for. Came around, was able to get that clip on the Dorito corner, as we're going to have a player come up the center here and do a little dance. All right, there we go. A little bit of extra on the way out. Somebody didn't get the memo that he was
So it looks like
hilt.
The captain and owner of Crimson Rage, Ted, from 2001, looks like he's been doing a lot of work in coaching. And with Shane Pastana and with Don at Royalty. So looks like they are putting it together nicely.
Pastana's a great coach.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's smart.
1 minute.
He is the ultimate when it comes to as a giver in this industry.
Oh, yeah. He's always been a really nice guy. I like hanging out with him. I like being able to chat.
Yeah, with the teams that I'd like to sponsor, I could care less about their ability and their trigger. I mean, obviously, I want them to be at the podium if they can, but I really want them to be as ambassadors of the sport.
Pictures. Yeah.
It's like as one coach told me, it says, you're going to be a good paintball player, but you're going to be a human being a lot longer. I'm like, what do you mean by that? He says, don't be a jerk when you win, because when you're out and you're no longer playing the game, which I'm no longer playing competitively, I'm now being a human, so I really can't be a jerk anymore.
Yeah. All right, well, Crimson Rage is going to go ahead and take that first point, like we stated. So, it is race to 2, so Crimson can come and put the nail in the coffin here, or if Conviction wants to come back up and make this a little bit more of a ball game.
Now, this is
HAVOC. One thing that I would like to see more out of Conviction is they got locked into their gun battle. I didn't see them going back and forth very often. They did have good communication, which is needed. Okay, I'm shooting this guy. I'm still doing this job. Make sure you guys are still watching that way. That's all fine. But you got to get creative. Especially when guys start getting that far up the field on you, you got to get a little creative. You got to be able to kind of step back, find your little blind shots. Got to make something work when you guys are on your heels like that, because you can't just really dig in, as they found out. And unfortunately, once they lost 2 bodies, it was kind of a downhill roll for their roster.
Yeah, it looked like you said, they lost their they had their P1 plans. We're going to go forward and do this, and then at that point, they kind of just lost momentum.
Yeah. Well, I mean, getting a guy up into the Dorito 40 off the break, that's going to throw a wrench in anybody's spokes. So, when I'm making a game plan, I'm not going to assume we're going to have a body right there already. That's kind of one of those, okay, this changes everything. That's not what I wanted to see happen at all. But man, that kid had some wheels on him. That was insane.
Yeah, when I was talking to them before the match, it looks like Crimson Rage has a bunch of young bodies. An old guy like me,
well, that's good for the sport too. We want those younger players.
The old guy, is coordinating and running it, like the Shane and the Don with Royalty, working them out and working with them. But it's the young kids, and they're receptive, and looks like they're putting it to practice what they're learning. which is what I'm really excited about.
All right, 10 seconds left as they're hustling to get their last body to the start gate here.
It looks like they have switched sides.
Yep, Crimson Rage will be breaking out on the left, Conviction on the right side of your screen here. And the breakout for Crimson Rage is going to be pretty similar, as they're going to get another body all the way up into that Dorito again, but he did not make it alive. So took a little bit of a gamble, paid off the first time. All right, now I like the way that their Snake player is playing that wing there. You can tell that he's much more relaxed than most of the guys that are playing on that side of the field. He's about 2.5, 3 feet away from his bunker, looking on the inside there. Lots of chatter going back and forth between the guy in the tower. He's just waiting for the go signal to be able to
looks like Conviction is now getting their second wind after they got it taken out from them in the last spin. It looks like they have all their guns up and operational, and they're communicating. Now they're getting back into their groove, so I don't think it's going to be a quick nail in the coffin like we talked about.
Well, Crimson getting up into Snake 1 now, and they're bumping a player behind them for a little bit of support. They also pulled the player from the corner to go up into Dorito 1. So they are steadily moving up the field, as it looks like Conviction drops that body into Dorito 1, but they still have a player out wide in that corner. As Crimson Range now playing a little bit of a ladder pick-me-up game in the Doritos here, just kind of slingshotting around each other, as they got another player picked off for Conviction. So it looks like, Raid is in the driver's seat right now. If they want to put the nail in the coffin right here, they can end it at any time. It looks like a 3-4 right now, because they did lose their body trying to get out into the Doritos. As Conviction has a body, like I said, in the Dorito side corner, and they've got one player at home who's trying to do his best to switch sides and prevent anything too aggressive from taking place here.
And just a minute ago, Crimson Rage just made it to the 50 Dorito, and now they're putting the squeeze on them.
Oh yeah, so that's going to cause some serious issues.
Conviction just, in the last couple of, when you were talking, lost a couple of their guys.
There you go. Lost both bodies.
Boom. There it is. It looks like
that's going to be everything
right there, and so wow.
Home only, not even home. These guys might bunker each other.
Looks like Crimson Rage is going to put that nail in that coffin that you did mention, and 2-zip.
Well, it's smart, though, too. I like how they let their back guy pick up the flag. Too often do you see the front guys want to get all the glory. Oh, I'm going to go get the flag. Oh, look at this hit that I didn't notice. Major penalty!
And made sure that the guy was clean before he ran it in. Yeah. So before he checked it, before the referees checked him.
Yep. Yeah, you just can't touch him. Cannot touch him when you're checking him. I got in trouble for that a couple years ago. It was like lifted up a jersey looking for a hit, and the ref was like, can't do it. No contact between players. I mean, we still had like 4 bodies left alive, so it was just like.
So he just pulled you. There wasn't a penalty or anything. He just, but
yeah, it was just single. It's all right, you're dead. Okay. All right, so that'll end it right now. 2-0 in favor of Crimson Rage over Conviction. But I gotta say, man, there's no reason Conviction shouldn't be winning a few games today. They played really well. It just, like I said, those guys got really aggressive off the start and just happened to have things kind of fall in their favor. So we're going to sign out right now after a couple of quick shout-outs. Make sure you guys check out Top Rank Innovations. He's got new pants coming out that have ventilation in the back, and as you move, he calls them like the shark pants. So as you move, it's like shark fins, and they pump air up in like through the back of your legs.
Oh, especially on a
really
warm day.
Cool.
We should have invented that 20 years ago. Where was he?
I want Pep to make me a set without pads, so they're lighter, just like the old Exalt Chicos.
Okay.
The old Smart Parts pants, just a little bit of extra cloth, just zip up the back, let me breathe.
I'm kind of a little old, so I like all that padding.
Yeah. Well, signing out for now at Red Zone Havoc event number 2. Make sure you guys stay tuned and look for us at the Greg Hastings Pro Paintball number 3. The Red Zone format is going to be in that game.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, that's going to be really fun.
Can't wait to play that.
Yeah, Greg Hastings, they've been working together on that. And then we're also working on getting events set up in Singapore and New Zealand that'll be at the end of this season, which is going to be really fun. So make sure you guys stay tuned to everything that we've got going on. We're always moving and shaking, keeping things up. Griff Dog signing out.
Bullseye, take care.
We should make a lot of sex puns.
We could do that.
You just got into the tip of the snake? Just the tip?
Moving down the shaft.
Moving down the shaft of the snake.
And this one goes over to the blonde, nudges it, and you hear potatoes.
Well, we are live. We're not live, but we were recording that.
Oh no!
You did record
I
that.
suckered him right in. I suckered him right in.